Hey guys, welcome to another video for the MIUI 11X, also known as the POCO F3 and the Redmi K40. Now this right here is a very exciting video. Ideally it should have gone out yesterday, but because this is MIUI 12.5.3 enhanced edition for India, and this is one of the first devices from Xiaomi to get this update, it is really huge. I wanted to make sure instead of giving you a first impression, I use it for 24 hours and give you a quick review. So this is what it is, a quick review, 24 hours impressions of MIUI 12.5.3 enhanced edition for the MIUI 11X Indian variant. But before we get into the details, if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload a video. In the description of each video, you will find a link to our Telegram community where you have more than 1,000 like-minded people chatting with each other, so join us there. Last but not the least, if you think the hard work is worth the effort, please click on the join button and support the channel. Now without further ado, hello awesome people, welcome to PhoneOps. My name is Kailash. Let's get going. Alright, so yesterday I was just doing my routine stuff of shooting and editing, and I noticed that I got a OTA update, and when I checked the Telegram channel of MIUI updates, it did say that 12.5.3 is indeed released as a stable version for India, but when I looked at the same update for F3, it said enhanced in bracket. So I was a little skeptical, but I'll tell you this, the moment I finished the update, the phone felt really different. And I'm telling you, Xiaomi have done something really different this time. It is a game changer, at least for MIUI. So let's go ahead and have a look what's new. This is the Indian variant we are talking about. It does say clearly MIUI 12.5 enhanced. Swift performance, more life between the charges, focused algorithms. Our new algorithms will dynamically allocate system resources based on specific scenes, ensuring smooth experience on all models. Atomized memory, ultra-fine memory management mechanism will make RAM usage more efficient. Liquid storage, new sensitive storage mechanisms will keep your system vibrant and responsive as time goes by. Lock screen, there is a fix. Using face unlock and fingerprint unlock simultaneously led to crashes in some cases. Fix again, lock screen notifications disappeared after an ended call, and status bar notification shade. Fix, cleaner animations weren't displayed clearly or correctly. Right? So that's everything as far as the changelog is concerned, but I will address the first major change that we are going to talk about. Now the first major change is not a UI feature or a ROM feature or anything, it is the UI itself. Now the reason I say this is because I've always said that I'm a fan of high refresh rate panels. That is the reason I do have a monitor on my PC which is a 165 Hz, and these two devices over here do have 120 Hz display. Now this right here, for some reason on custom ROMs, really felt smooth, really felt like a 120 Hz panel, but the MIUI 11X, despite having a better processor and better display, was failing to do so on stock ROM. Now that is not the case anymore. The UI, if you go to the app drawer, I mean, you can keep looking at this on and on. We're going to talk about all the aspects of the UI. At the same time, the action center, right? Just have a look at it. Control center, action center, whatever you want to call it. The transition is, seamless. It is smooth. At the same time, to the left, look at the Google feed now. Not only this, look at this as well. They have definitely done a lot of optimization to give you this fluidity. Although this scrolling speed that you see over here is not the rapid scrolling speed that you see in custom ROMs, but I'm pretty happy with it because it's smooth, it's cohesive, it's consistent. That is what matters. And it's not that I don't have any apps in the memory. I do have quite a lot of applications in memory, and it is still working fine. Now before we actually move into settings, let me actually show you the animations over here. Just have a look at this. There you go. Let's talk about Chrome. Now remember, Chrome is not a system application, so let's maybe launch an app that is not a system application here. Let's say Geekbench. There you go. Just have a look at the transition animation over here. It's so smooth. It's really smooth. I think, you know, this is going in the right direction. Xiaomi is actually going in the right direction after getting so much criticism for all the years after MIUI 12 was released. This is a really good update, and the reason I wanted to use it for 24 hours and give you a review was to ensure that, you know, it doesn't happen that it's just an update that has been installed and for the first few hours it works fine and then things go haywire. Right now, let's actually go ahead and go to settings over here. You do see the smoothness is definitely there, and we are running 120 Hz mode. So the UI per se, the boot times, it has improved. The app switching, if you talk about, say for example here, there you go. This is a screenshot. Say, let me open another application over here. There you go. So, you know, the memory management is pretty good. The app switching is pretty good. The app launch times, super amazing. They've never been better on MIUI. It just works great. And remember, we have a side-by-side comparison of MIUI 12.5.2 versus 12.5.3 enhanced coming up, including benchmark numbers. So do wait for that video. That is going to be very interesting as well. Now, let's talk about the novelty features over here. One of them is memory extension. It is coming to the Indian Mi 11X for the first time. So if you actually go to additional settings, you do see it has memory extension. Add 2 GB of RAM by occupying storage. Use this feature only when there's enough storage space available on your device. Now, I for one don't use a lot of internal storage because just to make videos, my phone keeps getting formatted every alternate day or every single day. But memory extension is there, and this whole enhanced experience is really good so far. Even without looking at the benchmark numbers, the initial impressions and the initial gaming impressions, and yeah, this is really good. Let's talk about battery life over here, because they have said that they allocate resources very carefully in the enhanced version. So if we have a look, we have been active for 2 hours and 5 minutes. And we were at 99% when we disconnected the phone from charging. We've had around 24 minutes of screen on time. We've had around 20 minutes of voice calls, right? So we've just lost how much? 3% battery. I know this is while being on Wi-Fi, but you know, Wi-Fi is off most of the time. 3% battery loss, that is just amazing. Look at the amount of apps that I've used. So I'm expecting the battery backup will considerably improve. At the same time, when charging, the phone got warm. It didn't get hot. So it is, let me show you Accu battery over here. That should give you a fair idea of the charging speeds over here. Now let's have a look over here. It does say it charged 62% in 50 minutes. So if you were to charge the phone all the way to 100, it would take like 1 hour 10 minutes, 1 hour 15 minutes at the most. So the charging speeds are there, the battery backup is there, the phone is not heating up, it's running very smooth, all the good things happening. Now, before we actually go ahead and sum this update up as a 100% better update, let's go ahead and have a look at the benchmark numbers. Now this right here is the CPU throttle test. You do see that the CPU throttled to 93% of its maximum capacity, but the average performance was 226,949 GIPS. Now remember, all the benchmarks were run using the game turbo mode, right? So if you actually, before we proceed further, if you actually go to the security version over here, this is 5.5. So this is one of the latest security version, okay? And if you have a look at the gaming mode over here, there you go. You don't really get the gaming mode 4.0, but it almost has all the latest features. And just see how fluid this particular ROM is. It's surprisingly amazing. Now let's talk about the Geekbench scores. So this right here, right off the bat, is the highest multi-core score that I have seen in Mi 11X on any ROM. I've not even seen this much high score on 870, if I'm not wrong. 3300 almost, 3299 and 979 single core. So amazing score there. Right now let's go ahead and talk about Antutu. Antutu, as always, I keep saying in all of my videos, very consistent with the scores it offers. 675,053. This is not a low score by any means. So what you understand over here, they have not only optimized this particular ROM, it's doing a great job in almost all the aspects, and trust me, this is something the phone should have launched with. This will make MIUI more usable. A lot of users will not feel like going to custom ROMs. Now the things that I'm yet to test is a hardcore gaming test and maybe the camera test. I'm pretty sure they've not made any changes to the camera section, so those videos will come up because I will use this update for 2 days when I'm traveling, and I will be giving you a complete review in which I've charged the phone for 2 to 3 charge cycles, and I will definitely share my complete opinion. For now, MIUI 12.5.3 enhanced from a hardcore software tester's point of view gets a big thumbs up because your benchmarks are good, your battery times are good, your charging speeds are good, your gaming is decent, the whole UI is fluid. It makes the Snapdragon 870 on the Mi 11X feel like a flagship processor indeed. Let me know in the comment section if you like this comprehensive review of the first 24 hours. Until the next one, this is Kailash signing off at PhoneOps. Keep smiling, take care, goodbye.